I want to find background music. Wait, I want like spooky background music to just fit the whole vibe, but I'll have to... Minecraft, why aren't you responding? Are you with me? Oh, there we go, never mind. It's loading. Oh, I don't know what's happening. Okay. What? No, you play right now. You open. Maybe it's not because I was in here. Hold on. I'm trying to load up Minecraft right now. It's being a pain. Oh my god. Yay, now it's loading. When it gets to the home screen, that's when I'll... okay, there we go. I'm gonna do that real quick. Okay, hold on. Oh my god. Excuse me. Oh my god, is everything lagging because of Minecraft? It is. Ugh. Okay, there we go. It's lagging a little bit less. Just... I'm trying to find, like... Stop lagging! Please! Turning off the music. Okay, in Minecraft. There we go, now I can do that. I'm trying to find, like... No! I don't want to open Discord either. Okay, wait. I want to find... Would this work? What does this sound like? Oh yeah, this would work. Hold on. 100%. Turn up the volume a little bit. Okay. Anyways. Ah! I hit my knee. Oh god. Okay. Hold on, let me load into a world real quick. We're gonna create a new one. Spooky. I want to say creative. We're gonna do creative because I'm in a silly, goofy mood. Do I? No, we're gonna play on my survival world a little bit. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do this. Oh my god, why does this always happen? Oh, wait, never mind. It actually connected for once. Anyways. Ah! Give it a second to load in. Anyways, so while it loads, we're gonna be, okay, hold on. I need to scoot back my, quote chair. Anyways, so we're gonna be talking about cryptids, because I personally enjoy cryptids, a huge amount. They're just fun. I like being scared. So, if this game doesn't stop lagging every time it loads something. But, you know. So we're gonna be talking about them. So we're gonna start with, like, well-known ones and get into less-known ones. So, that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna start with probably one of the more famous ones, like I said before. Loch Ness Monster, because we stand Nessie in this household. We gotta talk about a very well-known one. So, let me just, oh my god, I'm malfunctioning. I have the Wikipedia page up so I can actually talk about them in greater detail, because I can't trust my own memory that well. My memory doesn't serve me that great when it comes to, like, oh, you should remember this thing. Did I already steal from there? I have. Okay. I was going this way. Anyways. But, you know. So the main description of her from the Wikipedia is the Loch Ness Monster, or Nessie, is a creature in Scottish folklore that is said to inhabit the Loch Ness in Scottish Highlands. It is often described as a large, long neck in one or more humps protruding from the water. Popular interest and belief in the creature has varied since it was brought to worldwide attention in 1933. Evidence of its existence is... I don't know how to pronounce words. I don't know how to pronounce that word. I hate this. I don't even think I've ever heard of that word before. We're just gonna say there's a lot of evidence, quote, quote, mainly, like, faked pictures, although some do have some mystery to them, but most of the time they're faked and not really, like, real pictures, so, yeah. And yeah, she has, like, a number of pictures and stuff, so, oh my god, why does Minecraft always load when I'm at lag when loading something in? Please. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah. The scientific community regards the Loch Ness Monster as a phenomenon without biological basis, explaining the sightings as hoaxes, wishful thinking, and misidentification of mundane objects. The pseudoscience and subculture of cryptozoology has placed particular emphasis on this creature. So yeah, that's basically her Wikipedia page. So yeah, she's just this cool... a beehive! I want to steal this. How can I steal this? Hold on. Do I have those? I don't. Give me those. Okay, wait. Come here, bees. I want to kidnap you guys, but I don't know how to do that. How do you kidnap a bee? Wait, where's its hive? Oh, okay, come here. Can you go into there for me? Can you go into your hive? How do you steal a hive? Oh, you can't. Okay, never mind. This was the worst idea of my life. I'm sorry, bees. In a second, we'll move on to, our next cryptid after I run away from these bees. Now, I can't risk dying because I have all my stuff. So I can't risk dying. I don't think I can... Is there a way to turn on keep inventory and... I have no clue where to... Okay, that's just... I don't know. So... For now, we're just gonna continue playing. Anyways, so our next cryptid shall be, I want to try and find more well-known ones in here because, alright, Bigfoot. We all know Bigfoot. So, Bigfoot, I gotta read his Wikipedia. Hold on, let me organize my inventory a little bit. Okay, there we go. So, Bigfoot, we all know Bigfoot, just a big old hairy man thing, you know, that just kind of wanders through forests and stuff. So, yeah, we all kind of know him. So, yeah, let's get on to his actual, like, whole Wikipedia page thing. Oh, yeah, before we fully move on to that, I have actually been to the Loch Ness Lake before. And it was back in 2018, though, and I remember going there and, like, constantly looking in the water. And another creepy fun fact about the Loch Ness Lake itself that involves the Loch Ness Monster is the fact that, so there was a movie filmed there once that involved a scene that had the Loch Ness Monster, and it had, like, this, it's a really old movie, and they had this huge prop of this Loch Ness Monster recreation, and I think it was a Sherlock movie? I don't actually know, I don't remember, but that actual prop itself got way too heavy due to the water or something, and it sank, and I'm pretty, we think it's still there, like, it's still there, and there's, like, you can actually look up images of, like, you know, scans they did in the water, and you can actually see where it's laying, and that's like scanned image, and it's really kind of creepy looking. And you can actually find images of what it looked like before it sank as well. Oh, this isn't good. I'll just jump for it. As well as what it looked like when it, or before it sank and stuff. It's really creepy looking. But yeah, the fact that it's still underwater, it's just creepy. Some mechanophobia type stuff is just really fascinating. It creeps me out. Like, I would love to see things like that in person. I would love to, like, check them out, but that at the same time, I don't want to be in the water with it. I'd rather not, if anything. Because, like, no one wants to be in the water with an animatronic, especially an old rusty one. Okay, but back on track with our next cryptid. Bigfoot, right? We all know him. Very, very well known. Similar to that of the Loch Ness Monster. Ooh. Let me turn. It's gonna be difficult. So, Bigfoot, also commonly referred to as a Sasquatch, is an ape-like creature. If you hear me do that, this probably means I find a word that I can't pronounce. It's an ape-like creature that is said to inhabit the forests of North America. Many dubious articles have been offered in attempts to prove the existence of Bigfoot, including, once again, can't pronounce that word, claims of visual observations as well as alleged video and audio recordings, photographs, and casts of large footprints. Some are known admitted hoaxes. Tales of wide, hairy humanoids exist throughout the world, such creatures appear in folklore, including the mythologies of indigenous people. Bigfoot is an icon within the fringe subculture of cryptozoology, and an enduring element of popular culture. The majority of mainstream scientists have historically discounted the existence of Bigfoot, considering it is a result of a combination of folklore, misidentification, and hoax rather than a living animal. Folklorists trace the phenomenon of Bigfoot to a combination of factors, sources including indigenous cultures and the European wild man figure. And folk tales among loggers, miners, trappers, and prospectors, wishful thinking, cultural increase in environmental concerns, and overall societal awareness of the subject have been cited as additional factors. Other creatures of relatively similar description are alleged to inhabit various regions throughout the world, such as the skunk ape of the southeastern United States, the almas. I'm gonna freaking hello bees ruin this. And Yeti in Asia, and the Australian Yowie, all of which, like Bigfoot, are ingrained into the cultures of their regions. Now, I forgot to do this with did I almost call her Lil Nessie? Like she's a rapper or something? I mean, Loch Ness Monster, or Nessie. I forgot to mention this, but I'm gonna be telling, like, after I tell the descriptions and stuff and some extra things I know, I'm gonna, like, do a little thing where I tell if I believe in them or not. Personally, I don't believe in Bigfoot that much. Like, it would be a cool concept, I guess, if he was, and I actually would not be surprised if he was, but then again, he's not, like, up there in my beliefs. He's just kind of in the background. Loch Ness Monster? Probably not. Less likely, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. If she were real. And since she basically is like a knockoff of like some prehistoric dinosaur, if she were to exist, she'd probably be like very easily seen, I guess, to be like, to say for sure. I'm not good at words. Like, she would be very noticeable, especially on, like I said before, like scans in the bodies of waters and stuff. Bigfoot, however, is probably a little bit harder to find, so that's why I'm kind of like, wouldn't be surprised if he was real, but I personally don't think he is, but you never know. So yeah, back on Bigfoot a little bit more. The image, remember that iconic image, or video or whatever it was. That was iconic. Yeah, that one. I don't know anything about it. I don't know where I was going for that. I just thought I'd mention it. I'm pretty sure that was like someone in a costume, I think. I don't remember the history behind that image at all. I think I did at some point, but honestly I don't remember. So, yeah. So let's get on to our next one, shall we? Oh, I actually closed my Wikipedia page. Oh no. Hold on, I have to go back. Okay, wait, no, hold on. Come here. I probably... Okay, wait. So you're on Bigfoot. We're just gonna do ones that interest me the most, I guess, now, since I'm too lazy to go in a specific order. Chupacabra. We all know... Okay, what the hell just happened? Oops. Okay. We all kind of know what that is. It's also a pretty popular one. So yeah, what I know of it is it's basically a thing. We're gonna definitely get into a detail when I actually, like, read the thing. So in a nutshell, from memory before I read it, a chupacabra is like this thing that comes in, like, there's a lot of different sightings and descriptions for it, but I think it has like spines and stuff on it or some weird crap, and it sucks like the blood of goats or just other cattle or sheep stuff, like farm animals and crap. And it's, yeah. So let's get on to the actual Wikipedia description. The chupacabra or No, I didn't mean to fall. Oh no. This isn't good. Okay, hold on. Okay. Oh, my mouse is tripping. Okay, hold on. Let me heal up a little bit. Okay, so Chupacabra, or Chupacabras, no clue how to pronounce that third option, is literally goat sucker from the Spanish chupar. I probably mispronounced it. I have no clue how to pronounce words. From the Spanish, sag and cabras, goats, is a legendary creature in the folklore of parts of the Americas, with its first sightings reported in Puerto Rico in 1995. The name comes from the animal's reported vampirism. The chupacabra is said to attack and drink the blood of livestock, including goats. Physical descriptions of the creature vary, with some describing it as more dog-like, particularly in southwestern United States, while most others describe it as a reptilian and alien-like in Puerto Rico and Latin America. Some report it as being a heavy creature at the size of a small bear with rows of spines reaching from the neck to the base of the tail. Sightings have been reported in Puerto Rico since 1970s, and this creature has been reported as far north as Maine and as far south as Chile. I don't know how to pronounce that. I hope I didn't mess it up. Even outside the Americas in countries like Russia and Philippines. All of the reports are, I cannot word that, and have been disregarded as we're just gonna say lacking evidence. I can't do these words, man. Sightings in northern Mexico and southern United States have been verified as canids affected by mange. According to scientist stuff, and wildlife management officials, the chupacabra is an urban legend. Now, do I personally believe in the chupacabra? Not really. I just think it's this mistaken, like it said before in the Wikipedia itself, I think it's just dogs with mange or other issues like rabies that have been mistaken as such. So, But then again, some reported sightings, I think there was a specific one that involved, like, goats and stuff having weird bite marks and, like, drained blood. I still think those are really strange, but I don't think that the cryptid itself is real. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on it. It just now occurred to me that I did not set out my peeing for this, stream, so let me do that. Let me send my notif out. Oh. I forgot I left one of the main servers I advertised in to take a break from. I'll join that server again sometime soon. I don't know when. One more server and then we'll be right back on track. Okay. Back to where we were. Let's go back to our main page. But yeah, I personally just think that, yeah, I already kind of said what I thought of it, so. Otherwise, I think it's a really interesting cryptid. It's really interesting to me. So, yeah, I'll give it that. Come hither, cows. So our next one, in a second here, I'll get back to it. I gotta kill these cows. Collecting food. I don't know when I'm gonna play, where I'm gonna place my house. I want to find a spot for it. Like, I want to find the perfect spot. I don't know, I'm just built different. So yeah. Anyways, so what's the next one I find interest in? The Mongolian deathworm. Ooh, I haven't heard that name in ages. Okay, so my history with this cryptid, I'm just gonna go on that a little bit, is I've known this thing for years, as I know most cryptids, because I was a weird-ass kid. Anyway, so this one, I, for some reason, favored as a kid. I remember, like, on my PS3, I would build, like, Minecraft versions of it and crap. And I would even get those weird Play Store games where you played as it and, like, killed people and stuff. I don't know, it was weird. And, yeah, I don't know, I was a weird-ass kid. I was just a very weird kid. We don't really talk about it, so let's get more wood. So, the Mongolian deathworm, Mongolian deathworm, large intestine worm, is a creature alleged to exist in the Gobi Desert. This creature first came to Western attention as a result of I don't know how to pronounce your full name, Roy Andrews' 1926 book On the Trail of the Ancient Man. The American paleontologist described secondhand tales of the monster that he had heard at the gathering of Mongolian officials. None of those present had ever seen this creature, but they all firmly believed in its existence and described it minutely. In 1983, a specimen of Tartar sand boa was shown to locals who claimed seeing, I cannot word that, and they confirmed this animal was, that this was the animal they called so. So, do I believe in this cryptid? Not really. Oh, another beehive. I might How do I steal these? Do I need like shears or something, I think? I'm kind of saddened by that fact. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm testing something. I'll get wood as well. Anyways, I think it's just gonna float in here. But yeah, I don't really believe in that one specifically. I think that one would also be kind of easily noticed, I guess. Yeah, no, it doesn't fall. Huh. Maybe I'll build my house, like, right here, so I can be near the beehive. Okay, cool. No, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. I was just trying to figure out how I could steal all that. Pain. Oh wow, look at that, 60. So we're gonna build our house here. First I wanna break up the grass around. Okay, so our next one that I want to do is, what do we have here? Yeti! Good old Yeti, another well-known one. So, yeah, we all kind of know what a Yeti is at this point. If you don't, I'd be kind of surprised. It's just like Bigfoot, but snowy, but we'll get into it. It makes a appearance in multiple medias, such as the stop-motion film Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer from a while ago. That thing. As well as a Disneyland ride. So, always fun. So its Wikipedia page says the Yeti, in Himalayan folklore, is an ape-like creature. What is with this word? Said to inhabit the Himalayan mountain range in Asia. In Western popular culture, the creature is commonly referred to as the Abominable Snowman. So that's always fun. We gotta love a cute snowman. Just, whoa, my mouse is tripping out. Hold on. Hello? Mouse? My mouse is... Okay, there we go. It, like, completely... My mouse is weird. It just messes up sometimes. I don't know why. We're gonna remove this dirt mound as well. Depending on how big it is. Is it... We're just gonna, like... Anyways. So, where was I? The Abominable Snowman. Supposed evidence of the Yeti's existence include... visual sightings, disputed video recordings, photographs, and casts of large footprints. Some of these are speculated or known to be hoaxes. Folklorists trace the origins of the Yeti to a combination of factors including the Chuficabra folklore and misidentified fauna such as bear or yak. Good to know. Do I believe in the Yeti? Not really. Yeah, I don't really believe in this one. Then again, it could have a similar story similar to that of Bigfoot, I guess, but personally, I don't really believe in this one. So, yeah. So, on to the next one. That's another one. Oh, that's an interesting one. Drizzy Devil, okay. Let's get on to this one, shall we? I don't actually know much about this one, surprisingly. This is one I barely know myself, so I might learn a thing or two today because of this. So I'm just kind of doing ones that interest me. But otherwise, I don't really know much about this one. So, yeah, we'll get to that. So, let's get to its Wikipedia page. In southern New Jersey, in Philadelphia folklore of the United States, the Drizzy Devil, also known as the Leeds Devil, is a legendary creature said to inhabit the Pine Barrens of South Jersey. The creature is often described as a flying biped with hooves, but there are many variations. The common description is that of a bipedal kangaroo-like or wyvern-like creature with a horse or goat-like head, leathery bat-like wings, horns, and small arms with clawed hands, legs with cloven hooves, and a forked tail. It is said to be reported to move quickly and is often described as emitting a high-pitched, blood-curdling scream. So, do I believe in this? Probably not. I do think that the screams that it makes could be mistaken for, mountain lions, because if you hear how those mountain lions scream, dude, it's terrifying. So I think a lot of cryptids that involve screaming could possibly be mistaken for mountain lions screaming. So that's always fun. So let's find another one, shall we? Mothman! Good old Mothman. We all, okay, maybe not all, but we mostly know Mothman. A very well-known cryptid, of course. So, what I know of the Mothman, I actually know quite a bit, but not like a full whatever, but, the Mothman is just like some shadowy figure with red eyes and like large wings. And it's just some like weird thing. So yeah, let's get on to, let's get on to its history, shall we? Or its Wikipedia page. In West Virginia folklore, the Mothman is a humanoid creature reportedly seen in Point Pleasant area from November 15th, 1966 to December 15, 1967. The first newspaper report was published in the Point Pleasant Register, dated November 16, 1966, titled "Couple Sees Man, Bird, Creature, Something." The national press soon picked up the reports and helped spread the story across the United States. The Mothman was introduced to a wider audience by Gray Barker in 1970 and was later popularized by John Keel in his 1975 book, The Mothman Prophecies, claiming that there are supernatural events related to the sightings, in connection to the collapse of the Silver Bridge. So, yeah, the book was later adapted into a 2002 film starring Richard, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, Gere? Is that how? I don't know. An annual festival in Point Pleasant is devoted to the Mothman legend. There's also a statue of the Mothman around there as well, I'm pretty sure, that I want to go and see someday. Do I believe in the Mothman? Not really. I'm not that much of a believer, although I do find some things about it, like, strange, but otherwise I don't really believe in it that much. So, yeah. That's my kind of thoughts on him. Although I do think he's also a really interesting cryptid. So what's another one? Oh, there's not that many on here. I know there's more cryptids. Hold on. Let's get on to a personal favorite of mine. Not deer. This is just... Hold on. Oh, goody. I just found a bunch of lovely images upon looking it up. There's not a Wikipedia page on it, which I find odd. So, I'm just gonna do this. This is like... cool. So, my personal thoughts on the not deer before I get into this thing is that they're freaking creepy as hell. Like, they're probably the only cryptid that, like, creeps me out to such a level these days, because I'm not really terrified of cryptids that much anymore, but not deer, like, something about animals that have features that aren't right or normal to them, especially, like, humanoid features, just creep me out. Like, it's why Smile Dog is so unnerving to me. There will be a point where we bring up Smile Dog and just good old creepypastas, but right now we're talking about cryptids. But yeah, like, I think the reason why it scares me the most is animals don't really have a concept of purposely scaring people. So if they're scared by something strange or, like, look really off and, like, something's wrong, you know something's wrong because they don't have the concept of purposely scaring humans as well as, like, humans scaring humans. Because we know, we have this concept, you know, where we, like, scare each other using creepy stories and stuff, but animals don't have that. They just exist off of, like, natural instincts and different things. They don't really have that, although sometimes I do believe so, because my cat scares the living hell out of me sometimes. But those, I don't think they purposely mean to be creepy at all. So if something is creepy and wrong about them, it's just like, hell no. It is just weird. Like, I have many stories relating to animals being weird and it creeping me out. So that's why the not deer are, like, so creepy to me. It's just because of, like, how just off they are. Like, this, their whole, like, concept is just off. So, yeah, let's get on to it. So there's surprisingly not a Wikipedia page on it that I could find. So I have to go to this random, like, magazine, like, the website is called Not Deer Magazine. So that's interesting. So it appears to be some, like, cryptid blog or something. I don't really know, but, yeah, it's just some, like, magazine thing about cryptids and stuff. That's interesting. So I do not know how to pronounce that, so we're just gonna call it not deer. The not deer is a full cryptid with sightings common in the foothills of Virginia, but they aren't bound to a specific location. Unlike Mothman or the Drizzy Devil, not deer seem to be a phenomenon rather than one creature. Sightings typically occur at night or in early evening morning when visibility is low. Oh. Most people describe the not deer's appearance to be uncomfortable as it closely relates, or because it so closely resembles a deer, but, well, not. Each sighting is different, but some have been described as them having forward-facing eyes, elongated mouths like dogs or coyotes, claws, or hands instead of hooves, or they sit on two legs as well as four, but the most unsettling thing about them is that they aren't afraid of humans. Wild deer will actively avoid humans and run away immediately if they ever cross paths with a person, but not deer don't exhibit the fear that is so I don't know how to pronounce that, but so is well known as how we understand deer behavior. They're also said to make clicking noises and move with uncomfortable jerking motions, which adds to the uncanny behavior. The lack of fear, clicking, and jerking movements have scientific explanation that is unfortunately, or fortunately, if you're like me and eat this creepy crab with a spoon, no less is terrifying. Deer and other members of the deer family, like elk or moose, can be affected by chronic wasting disease, so we all know that. So a lot of not deer could be explained by that. But, like, yeah. But I don't know, man. Not deer just scare me. Do I believe in them? Surprisingly, yes. This is one that I could actually, like, believe in. Because just, they're so scary. And, like, I don't know, man. And I would like to say that I think I may have ran into one before. Somewhat. So that's always fun. I'm gonna tell that story, speaking of which, because it's always fun to share lovely stories. And that makes me just want to say, like, after I tell this story, I'm probably gonna move on to just, like, telling creepy things in my life in general, because I tend to attract the creepy stuff for some reason. So, yeah, we're just gonna be sharing stories after this, so that's always fun. So, I think my quote-unquote interaction I've had with one, I don't actually know for sure, it just gave me a really bad feeling. So one night, I was hungry and wanted to get, like, a snack, so my house layout is kind of hard to explain. And it's specifically the one in California. So out there, to give some background, out there, we live in an area where there's lots of deer, which is just nice. I like looking at them and watching them and stuff because they're cool. And we're kind of like out in this like country-ish area, kinda. It's hard to explain. Like there's a bunch of trees and stuff there, but like then again there's not. Like, it's really hard to explain. But the house layout is kind of like really difficult to explain. So you're just gonna have to bear with me. But yes, so there's this little hallway. I'm just gonna describe the area that I was in of my house. So there's this little hallway, like behind the kitchen, I guess, that has like where the pantry is. The pantry is just kind of in the wall. At the end of the hallway is a bathroom, and then like right next to the bathroom there's like a door that leads out like to the backyard, kinda, I guess you could call it. There's not really a solid backyard. It's like it's a property kind of thing, whatever. But yeah, it leads out down this wooden staircase that leads down to just the rest of the property. And one night I was getting snacks and stuff, and like it was getting dark, but like you can still barely make out stuff out there. So I was looking out the window because like, you know, like looking out windows and stuff, when I noticed this little group of deer walking past, and I was like, oh, how nice, you know, pretty normal. Gotta love deer. When suddenly one that was trailing behind them, like, stops and looks dead at me. Like, I wasn't even that noticeable. I was barely in the window view of the door. The door has a window. So I was barely in the view of the door window, and I wasn't even moving that much. So the fact that this thing noticed me so quickly and, like, just, it was creepy. And it stared at me for, like, a terrifyingly long time. Like, we just, like, this deer, dude, when I say it gave me the worst feeling in the world, I mean it. Like, I don't usually get scared to the point of not wanting to move at all, but that was one of those moments. Like, I just stood there staring at this deer, which clearly saw me and was staring back, just looking at me. Like, we just stared at each other for like a solid 5, maybe even 10 minutes. It felt like goddamn too long. And it was so uncomfortable. Like, I wanted to move. I wanted to get the snack that I came there for, but I couldn't because I was just so paralyzed with, like, fear and, like, just this bad, like, feeling because of this deer. And I don't remember there being anything, like, too physically wrong with it, although I can't remember, and it was, like, kind of dark, so I couldn't make it out for sure. But I stood there for like a while, and it finally looked away and continued along with its day or night or whatever, and it just walked off like nothing happened. And it was weird, dude. I did not like that at all. Like, just it wasn't right. So I don't know if that was actually, hello bee, aw. Anyways, I don't think that was actually a not deer. It could just have been me being paranoid, but something about having this really unnerving, like, energy to it or whatever, and just that, like, pure paralyzing fear that I would never normally feel at, like, those other deer or just any other deer, it wasn't right. It was just too, like, what is going on here? But, yeah, that's an experience I had involving deer being creepy. If I had shears, I would harvest that. Anyways. So we're gonna get onto more like supernatural experiences such as ghosts. Now, I personally believe in ghosts to an extent. Some I don't believe in, but I do actually believe in ghosts and supernatural stuff, and I would actually like love to be a ghost hunter one day. Like grab me and my friends and like go to haunted locations and just like, you know, do videos and streams just at these haunted locations. I think that would be really fun to do. This is like a normal fun activity for all the family and homies and stuff. So, I have plenty of experiences with the supernatural, concerningly. So these are the ones I can remember right now. So I think the first experience I ever had, hold on, I gotta charge my laptop because it's dying, so let me just take that over here. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so back on track. So I think my first experience that got me to fully believe in them was back in 2017 when I had first moved to this house in Arizona. And we'll get onto the house's history that may or may not actually exist. So it's very interesting. So basically, we had moved in some slight background because we always gotta have this hello? Personal space. So we always gotta love history. So we moved into this house in 2017. Due to personal reasons, we had to move away from California. In a nutshell, divorced parents. Anyways, so we moved there, and, you know, everything was fine. I didn't really believe in ghosts and stuff. I would still get scared by the idea, but I didn't really believe in them. So, yeah, I didn't really believe in them until this incident that happened. Anyways, I was sitting in my living room watching a show, and that day I didn't have any shorts on me. I wear shorts a lot. I don't really like pants, but I didn't have any shorts on me, so I had to wear like a skirt that day that I had, I guess. And it's like this long skirt. It goes to about my knees, slightly below it, I guess, from what I can remember. I don't have it anymore. But yeah, I was wearing it that day, and at first I had my legs up and it slid down, so like, oh, of course, like it would slide down. It's gravity, like I have my legs up. So like about half an hour later, I was watching this show. I was having a peaceful time just watching my show, just enjoying life. And I was now in like a crisscross applesauce position, but like in a way that like the skirt would not slide down at all. And I remember sitting there and feeling my skirt slide down, and I was like, okay, what is happening? And I look down and I see it moving when it shouldn't be. And like I freak out, I get up and I leave the living room for the rest of that entire day. And that's what got me to be like, oh hell no, they have to be real or something, I guess. I found it really odd that happened. So, yeah, and then after that, things got weirder. Like, I started getting constant paranoia and the feeling of being watched, especially around the living room, which we'll get to that soon as to why it could be. And just by my room and stuff, and it was weird. It was weird. Like, just any area that was near the living room just felt wrong. And once again, we'll get to that. And like, I just like, hello, look, it's me. And like, yeah. And another incident that happened in the house after that was I started seeing shadow figures. If you don't know what those are, they're just these pitch black, shadowy figures that you tend to see for like 1 second or in the corner of your eye and stuff like that. Just good old things, am I right? Most of the time, they don't really do anything other than, like, just kind of stare at you for a second. But I started seeing it a lot in this house, and it always looked the same. It had, like, this certain hairstyle that I can't really remember that well. It just had this certain look that was constantly recognizable. And like, just like, oh, it's that guy again. So I think the first time I saw it was outside. I was playing outside with my friends. It was getting dark, and I looked at my door, my front door, and I saw it, like, once again, like, for 1 second, I guess. It doesn't show up, like, that for that long. It just shows up for a second, but I do see it. And it was there, and it was reaching up to click the doorbell. And that was, like, the first sighting I had of it. And then after that, I continued seeing them. So, I don't really have a specific order, but I will tell each time I've seen it. So, the hallway that, like, has their bedrooms and stuff connects to both the kitchen and exits out, like, to the dining room. It's, like, one of those weird hallways that have, like, 2 entrances, I guess. And there's the one that leads to, like, the one that's closest to the living room is where I tend to, like, see it these 2 times. So, both times I was doing school, opposite sides of the house. First time I was in the living room, doing my, like, homeschool and stuff, and I looked up for a second, because why not? I liked looking around. When I saw it, just, like, looking at me for that second, and I was like, okay, goody. It was, like, peeking around the corner from the hallway. I don't know, something about the hallway right in front of my bedroom door just tends to be very common for weird things to happen, but we'll get to that. Second time that this happened, I was once again doing school, but in the office, which is like the completely opposite side of the house. And, I once again looked around, maybe was about to get up to get a snack or something. But then I saw it peeking from that same hallway, watching me do school again, and I was like, okay, goody. And it was gone just like that for a second. Another time that I saw a shadow figure, was, like, actually not related to that house. It was up in the UK when I went to visit back in 2018. So, good old 2018, went on a trip to the UK. Nothing much. So, yeah, but we stayed at this hotel, which happens to be right next to a cemetery. Like, I'm not joking. I remember walking past the, like, cobblestone or brick walls or whatever it was made out of, and, like, just dragging my hand along it because I was in a silly, goofy mood. But yeah, I remember, like, looking out the window of, like, the room we were staying in and just seeing, like, the cemetery and stuff. And that morning, me and my brother were hanging out in the room that our dad was staying in while he was taking a shower, and we were just, like, playing around. And I looked out the door, and it's hard to explain the layout. Once again, I'm not good at explaining layouts, but you're, once again, just gonna have to bear with me. But I looked out the door, and I saw this shadow figure of a woman, and the best way to describe her is, imagine Corpse Bride, like, you know the movie Corpse Bride by Tim Burton? Imagine, what was her name, like, Victoria or whatever? The girl that Victor was assigned to marry or whatever? Yeah, imagine her, but, like, all blacked out to be a shadowy figure. That's what that person kind of looked like, with a long dress, and, like, walked into the wall. And, like, I actually saw it move into the wall. Like, most of the time, these, like, shadow figures, like, stay in one spot and don't really move. But, like, this one, like, walked into the wall, and it was really weird. Like, phased into the wall and stuff. Not, like, face planted into it, but, like, phased through it. It was weird. It's probably, like, one of the most, like, vivid ones I can remember, really. So that's always good. And what's another one I've seen? I remember seeing another shadow figure. I was playing outside, and it was only, like, the legs of the shadow figure. I didn't see, like, the upper torso. It was, like, the hip down. It was weird. But I was, like, scootering back home or whatever, and I just saw that for a second, and I was like, okay, great. Gotta love that. So supernatural experiences that don't involve shadowy figures. is like, I guess, oh, hello. Once again, we're gonna bring up that hallway again, the one that leads to my room. I was standing there one day, the lights were off in the hallway, I was just standing there drawing, and, I was just existing, and I felt a poke, like, a poke in my lower side on my, right side? Yeah, my lower right side of my body. It was weird. I was like, okay, and I whipped around, like, super quickly, because I had felt that. I was like, okay, who the hell poked me? And I turned around, and there was no one there. Like, not my stepdad sneaking up behind me to, like, scare me or something. And if someone was there and were to run away, I would have easily noticed. It was a hallway, I would have heard them, I would have seen them turn the corner or something. But, like, there wasn't anyone there. So I found that really weird. And once again, back in that same hallway, I remember me and my stepdad were there, standing in the hallway. I forgot what we were talking about. We were talking about something when we heard a voice just go, "Hey," or something like that. Like, it was, like, kind of in the living room kind of sounding or whatever, but we heard it go, like, "Hey," and we, like, stopped, and I went, "Did you hear that?" And he went, "Yeah, did you, like," he was like, "Did you just hear that voice?" And I was like, yeah, what the hell was that? And we, like, went around each room that we know people were in. We went in my brother's room, like, hey, like, are you watching a show or have your your headphones unplugged or something? He said, no. Okay, that's weird. Did you happen to say anything that sounded like a hey at all or something? He's like, no. What the hell are you guys talking about? We go to my mom's room. Any shows on? No. And it was just really weird. And that voice, like, we had never heard that voice before. It was not familiar. And, yeah. It was just really off. What's another thing that happened in the house? I'm trying to think. I guess, like, I don't really have much other than that. Things started to not really show up that often later on. It was only just this one time period where things were really, like, active, I guess you could say. So yeah, let's get on to the supposed history of the house. Supposedly, before we had moved in, someone was killed there. Like, him and his... I actually have a lot of info about this, despite there not being anything found on the internet at all about this. It was really strange. But apparently, this dude and his wife had lived there, and they got into, like, some fight or something. And she got, like, hella upset and used a gun and, like, just bang bang into the head of him in the living room. And I was like, I had first heard about this. I was by some random kid walking back home from school. I was like, we were hanging out with him. And, like, we were like, oh yeah, we live at that house. And he went, oh, someone died there, and told us, like, just that. And, like, then went off with his day. Then we met a new friend. We actually known for the longest there, I guess. Or, well, now know for a while, kinda. I don't know, but whatever. So, we're gonna call him Jay. But Jay, we, like, told him where we lived if he wanted to hang out again and stuff. He was kind of, like, down the road. He was, like, technically a neighbor, I guess. And he told us that he was like, oh yeah, someone did die there. And he, like, told us, like, somewhat about it. He remembered, like, I think seeing, like, police lights and stuff there at some, like, around that time period and crap. And then there was another friend who had also lived there for a while, telling us about it and stuff. And it was weird. And then the neighbor's mom, like, I had, like, mentioned it. I had brought it up, like, hey, did you happen to know this guy, like, that used to live here and whatever? I heard, like, this happened to him and stuff. And she's like, oh, yeah. Like, that, like, we used to know that guy, kinda. And I was like, did you happen to have anything spooky happen to you guys? Because I keep getting weird things. And she's like, oh, yeah. Before you guys had moved in, I heard the back door open, yet no one was there. So it was really weird. Yeah. It was just odd, the whole thing. And then I got curious and decided to look it up. Like, maybe there was, like, an actual case on it or something. I looked it up multiple times, you know, using the address of the house. I had looked up literally anything that involved what I had heard. Yet, like, nothing showed up. So I was wondering if maybe it was covered up and or just kind of pushed off to the side or something. I don't really know. I still don't know for whatever happened there to this day. I don't even know if that whole thing was true or just this neighborhood inside joke. But I don't know. The whole thing is really weird to me. And the fact that most of those things that had happened to me in the house happened near or in the living room was odd. So, yeah, there was that whole thing. Now for some, like, more recent creepy things. Or, well, no, I have some other creepy things, I just remember now, that involved my cats. So I have 2 cats, Baby and Lyra. But this was before we got Baby, I think. I was just chilling out in my room one day with her, like, going to bed. And like, I don't know. And she, like, she looked up and started, like, following something along the wall, like, very slowly. Like, along the wall, like, towards the roof and stuff. It was really creepy, and she just kept following it with her eyes before she just randomly looked down. And, like, I was also looking up, and where she wasn't, there was nothing there. There wasn't a spider, a fly or something, maybe, like, or even webs and stuff. My room was fairly clean, so it was really weird that she would just look at something that wasn't there like that. I don't know, cats are weird. Anyway, so more recent stuff that has been happening that has been unnerving is, I recently moved into this new house, right? It's been, like, almost a year now, I guess. In a few months it'll be a year, but, which is kind of insane to think about already, but whatever. So, we moved into this house. Nothing too weird about it, it's just a new house. And I had joked around, like, oh, I hope this house is haunted and stuff. I hope creepy things happen in it. Tee hee, I'm so funny. But, yeah, nothing much really that creepy had happened. But later on, it was nighttime because I'd stay up way too late. I was, like, going downstairs to get a snack or something at night. No, I was going to use the bathroom. Okay, I remember now. I have multiple stories. I have 2 different things. I have multiple different incidents involving, the staircase, I guess, or lower areas. So yeah, I was going to use the bathroom, and there was my cat, Baby, just sitting there, and I was like, hello, Baby, oh my god, hi. And, like, before I had used it, I was, like, watching her for a moment, because, you know, cats. Cats are adorable. What could go wrong? When suddenly she, like, so you know when you pet a cat out of nowhere, like their back scrunches up a little bit and they look up at you and go, brah, you know, that kind of thing? She did that, yet I didn't pet her. She just kind of did that and looked up. And I was like, okay, that's a little weird. So I use the bathroom, right? I walk out, and I see her sitting there staring at the staircase. And I was like, okay, what are you looking at? And she, like, turned around and looked at me, did her little brah thing, like, not, like, as the touch reaction, but just, like, a greeting or whatever. But, yeah, I don't know why she was just, like, staring at the staircase. And I got really, like, I stared at the staircase with her, but then I got really paranoid and I just went back into my room. So there was that. And then 2 kind of unrelated things, just, like, weird ghost cat kind of things, which I'm assuming is a cat of mine that had died ages ago. Once again, also happened at night. The first incident I think happened, I was going downstairs, got a snack, all 2 times I was getting a snack. I was going downstairs, I got a snack, and then, like, I was going back upstairs, and I wanted Lyra to follow me, because I love my cats, wanted her to hang out, and I just go, like, you know, like, well, kind of halfway up the stairs, and then I saw, like, right after that, I saw, like, this weird bright, like, white, glowy cat ghost thing hop towards me for a second, and it looked fluffy. It looked kind of like my dead cat, so I just assumed, oh, my dead cat came to say hi. That's lovely. So that was something that had happened. which I found odd. And then the second time that happened is, once again, I was going downstairs to get food, and in the corner of my eye, I saw that same ghostly cat figure just kind of, like, pop up sitting there looking at me. So, yeah, there's that. What's some more spooky things that have happened to me? I don't really have that many spooky things that has happened at all recently, since they don't happen as often as they used to anymore. But, like, I don't know. I don't know. I hope more spooky things happen, because I like using them as little, like, storytellers, because I love telling stories. So another spooky thing we're gonna get onto is, I'm trying to pass the time for my laptop to charge, mainly so I can get on to telling creepypastas next, because I started with cryptids, then I wanted to tell creepypastas, because why not? God, love creepypastas. But yeah, we're passing the time for my laptop to charge a little bit. Anyway, so let's get on to some nightmares I've had that I found really creepy. So I think the first nightmare that, like, the oldest nightmare that I could recall ever isn't really that scary. It's kind of funny to look back on now. But when I was a kid, I was moving into a new grade. I was, like, going into, I think, first grade for the first time. And, I was like, I had a nightmare that, like, switching grades, that I had to change moms, and I can vividly remember what the quote-quote new mom looked like. She was, like, this blonde person, like, she was blonde, and she wore sunglasses. She had worn, like, a black leather jacket, and, like, dark-colored jeans or something. Yeah, I remember her vividly, and she was like, okay, come on, kiddo, we gotta take you home, and I woke up bawling my eyes out, and my mom's like, don't worry, you're not gonna get sold when you change grades, you weirdo. So, yeah, for some reason, I was just paranoid that I had to switch moms when switching grades, I guess. Oh my lordy lord. The second oldest nightmare that I can ever recall is this one where I woke up in my room. There was the smell of pancakes. I was also a kid when I had this one. I woke up, there was a smell of pancakes. I walk outside my room, but there was, like, this tunnel of dark gray web, like, substance that was made into this hallway. Kind of like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. So you know when, like, there's a bunch of webs piled up to the point where it becomes, like, that nasty gray color and stuff? It was like that, but it was in this circular tunnel-like shape. And, like, I walked down it, and I saw, like, this figure keep chasing me down, like, these corridors and stuff until... It was, like, in the layout of my house, but it was just these circular gray rooms or something made out of this dark web stuff. And, like, I walk into what I'm assuming was my parents' room, quote, quote, and I just saw these, like, these webbed figures, like, they got tied up in these webs and stuff. And it, like, traumatized me as a kid. It was a really creepy dream. Another dream I can recall, or nightmare, I guess I could say, I recall, is, like, I had this dream where I was, I was just, like, in this room. I was doing this challenge to test how brave I was, I think. And one of the rooms was, like, red lit, and there was a lamp, and, like, it was a kitchen, and there was, like, a lamp and stuff, and there was, like, and there was this pot that started, like, shaking aggressively, and then this lady with, like, dark hair, kind of looked like the Ring person, kind of, but with, like, dark hair, she appeared out of nowhere, and she had, like, this long neck, and she just, like, creeped towards me, and it was hella creepy, and I did not like that dream whatsoever. So there was that nightmare, which is just always fun. So yeah, there's that one. Gotta place down my flowers. That's another nightmare I've had. Like, I remember having a nightmare about getting kidnapped once, I think. That one isn't too scary as like the creepier ones. Oh, I remember now. I once had this nightmare that like I went into this house that looked kind of similar to my grandma's, if not the same. And I was like there visiting this family when this like creepy, like we were playing out in the woods when this creepy voice was heard, and we're like, oh hell no, it's that thing, we gotta run back into the house and hide. So we did, and I hid under this table with cloth, I guess, like, and I could barely see it, like, and I heard screaming, and I heard like thunking of like its hooves or something, when suddenly like I saw its hooves walk past the table I was hiding under, and it had hooves, I know that for sure. I never got to see what it fully looked like, but I just know it had hooves, like some goat man or whatever. And, it was just really creepy. And like, yeah, and I heard it like step onto the table I was on, and then I woke up. It was a weird nightmare. Not one of my greatest, but whatever. I'm gonna make some tools here. Guess like, a backup sword. What's another tool we could use? Just like a shovel. Alright. Anyway, so back on track. I wonder if let me check if my laptop is charged enough yet to see if I can, pull up creepypastas real quick, so hold on. Nope, not even nearly enough charged. That's just unfortunate. Goody. Anyways, so we're just gonna go off of, we're just gonna tell creepypastas off of memory. So since we're playing Minecraft, we just can't not, you know, bring in Herobrine and other little Minecraft creepypastas since we're in here. So good old Herobrine. Gotta love Herobrine, my personal favorite, out of the Minecraft creepypastas, to be honest. Basically, in a nutshell, the story behind Herobrine is that Notch had this brother who had like died or something, and he came back, but like to haunt the game Minecraft that Notch had made. And he came back as like this Steve skin, but with all white eyes. Open! I want this thing to open, but it won't. Okay, there we go. With all white eyes, and basically he would just like appear in your game and like just do creepy things. Like he would take the leaves off of trees, and wow, there's a lot of beehives around here. That's nice. He would take off your like the leaves of your trees, and like what else did he do? He would build these strange cobblestone buildings and many other strange stuff in your game. He would also, I don't know if this was just part of the old video or at all related to him, I don't know for sure, this is all from memory, but he would also make your render distance really low, like, where's the render distance? Is this here? Wait, no, is this like, I want it, he would also make it like really low like this, crap. No. Oh my god, this is nostalgic looking just because of how, like, low it is. Hold on. That sounds. Give me this barely. Oh my god. This really does kind of feel like that Herobrine video, huh? Maybe, like, not this bad, but... So we're gonna just do that. Is that good? That may be a little too good. Yeah, that's a little too good. Hold on. Did that work? Okay, that helps a little bit. Anyways, so, yeah. The first reported sighting, was this video uploaded to, I think, a Minecraft forum, or like a Reddit thing. I don't really remember for sure, but it was something. It was either Reddit or just like some like page or forum page or whatever that was related to Minecraft. Pretty sure it was Minecraft forum page, but no, whatever. And basically, it was a video of this guy playing like an older version of Minecraft, of course, because it was back in those days. It's a very old Minecraft creepypasta, if not one of the first. If not the first, but I don't really know for sure. But yeah, there was this video of this guy running around and finding weird crap, such as like trees with missing leaves and other things. Until he got to this area with a hill, and on that hill showed, well, Herobrine. So, yeah. Gotta love that. And yeah, and it became a very well-known creepypasta to the point where he shows up in official things. My personal favorite is just him being, like, snuck into the background of official art. Like, I'm not joking, let me pull up something. Hold on. Let me grab an image. So some of the official art that he's been spotted to show up in the backgrounds of is, give me this. Hold on, let me pull up Streamlabs real quick. Give me 1 second. Is this image? Hello, did it not copy? Did I not copy the image? Do I have to save it? Wait, no. Copy linkages. Okay, give me that. This. Does it not work? Hold on. Oh, that's because that's the link address. Okay, that's not it. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to get it. It's being a pain. I don't want to have to save it. Hold on. Open link, save link is... Can I copy the... Okay. I'm gonna have to save the image. So there's... Let me try and find a couple examples. So we have that example. He also shows up on the, like, in a couple others too, but I just wanted to grab, like, one example. No, I did not mean to open that. And this example I could find was this one. Like, as you can see, he just kind of shows up there in the background there. He does show up in others. He does. And even on, like, little, like, merch boxes or, like, just toy boxes and stuff that have, like, a bunch of the characters on it like that, he tends to show up in the background of those too. And, like, just other official art in general. As well as he even made a slight reference in this, there was this animation, like this official Minecraft animation that had, like, all the community and, like, famous YouTubers in it. There was a part with, like, I think it was the part with Grain and the other guy or whatever, I don't really know them that well, But yeah, those two, there was a part in the background where you could see one of those, like, like those Herobrine rituals or whatever. I found that a fun little nod. So, yeah, we love to see it. Another area that he does show up in is updates. So every time, for, like, the past years, every update, there was, a Herobrine was removed from the game or something like that in each update. And like, it was just like this fun kind of inside joke that was up until recent years, like the past few updates, he just doesn't show up anymore in the updates, and I found that really odd. Like, why would they randomly break a few years streak and stuff? Like, just like, oh, like, just, like, the Herobrine was removed from the game, just kind of stopped showing up. And it was really odd, and we just never got anything as to why. It just kind of stopped showing up. Anyways, this is just me getting into this little character for a moment, just to play into it, but maybe, just maybe, either the reason why they removed that is, one, they finally got rid of him, or two, they couldn't get rid of him and just gave up trying. Ooh, spooky. Anyway, so a fun idea I think it would be great for Mojang to do is, like, to actually add Herobrine into the game. But here's the thing, without telling anyone. And even then, they would have to, like, hide it too. Like, I want them to full on hide the hell out of this add-on. Like, I would love, like, this update. Like, I hope that they add Herobrine one day, but here's my idea for it, okay? They add him, but they don't, like, in the update logs, they don't say that they added him. And they try to hide the files, or, like, hide the files in some way. I don't really know how it works, but they can find a good way to hide the file, hopefully. And just, like, play it on as, like, a normal update, you know? And he would have a really rare chance of appearing, and I mean, like, really, really rare. Like, he would just be, like, one of those really rare sightings. So if you happen to spawn in a world, and you happen to be lucky by, like, 1% or whatever, that he appears, like, I can imagine those players, like, absolutely crapping their pants, dude. It would be great. It would, like, just be amazing. And I really do hope that they do that, but I highly doubt it will ever happen. But I hope it kind of does, because I think that would just be amazing to sneakily add Herobrine into the game and just scare the living hell out of some poor innocent people. Anyway, so here's some things I would change about the Herobrine story if I had written it, since now it's pretty cheesy, and it's not really the greatest story out there. And I love the concept of Herobrine, so here's what I changed about it. So I would say the story of Herobrine would be changed to this. Okay, so my version of Herobrine would probably go like, Herobrine was an NPC that was going to be added, you know, similar to that of that Steve NPC that was in early versions of Minecraft. They wanted to re-add that instead of, like, villagers, maybe to be like a different version of villagers, or just, you know, have other people, like, characters around. But something went wrong with the making of it, or coding of it, causing it to go kind of haywire, causing it to become one NPC only, labeled Herobrine. Herobrine, originally going to just be named Brian, because we gotta have Brians around in Minecraft. By the way, I'm making this all up on the spot, so it's not gonna be that good, but, so Brian, or Herobrine, would have become a glitched NPC, or mob, in Minecraft that would have a chance of spawning if you happen to get into the wrong world. He'd mess with your game, such as causing leaves to disappear, gotta add that nod, as well as other things, making mobs hostile towards you when they probably shouldn't be. What the hell? Why are those guys there? Anyways, making mobs that shouldn't be hostile towards you, such as foxes, wolves, even if they weren't even hit. We know wolves can be aggressive to you, but, like, as in, they just start attacking you without being hit. As well as other, like, just mobs that you kind of have to hit to piss off. They would just attack you on sight and stuff for no reason. As well as villages would probably become really empty as well, since he was supposed to spawn and replace villagers, I guess, as like his own little people species, you know, as like I mentioned earlier, I guess. And he would just kind of glitch out your game, and if you would actually ran into him or find his little character, he would kind of glitch around and teleport and stuff, so you'll have a chance of spawning towards you, I guess. So if he manages to teleport towards you, or you manage to find him, he, like, will either teleport away again, or actually try and interact with you. But him trying to interact with you would probably overwhelm the game, causing it to crash, leading the whole world to be wiped. If you manage to get an autosave in the world and try and load it up again, it would load, but just a completely different seed and just generation or whatever. And if you even try and load in the previous seed that you had, it would still just not work, and or it would load in the seed, yet nothing weird would happen, as he's not a part of the seed, he's a part of the mob, like he was an animal, creature, person thing that was going to be added, you know. I think that would be a good rewritten version of Herobrine. So I'm just in a silly, goofy mood, and I like Herobrine's one of my favorite creepypastas out there, so, you know, that's just kind of my personal idea of what I'd do if I ever rewrit Herobrine. I don't know. I just think it's fun to, like, get outdated, like, creepy stories and, like, make updated versions of them that, like, have more, like, sense in them, because back then, like, older creepypastas tend to make little to no sense or have good writing at all, is they were just kind of made up on the spot and just other silly things, and or just have cheesy writing in general. So it's just nice to look back on those old creepypastas and stories and just make them, like, more sense-making and just creepier, if you will. I just think it's, like, fun to do that, you know, and, like, I think, I don't know, it's nice. But yeah, what reminded me mainly of Herobrine is I just remembered that my friend Nova, they've showed up before in, like, in streams and videos, Nova had got this mod where he, like, just shows up in your game and crap, and I really want to get that mod, but I don't really know how to get mods yet, so hopefully, if I figure it out, I'll get a creepy Herobrine mod to mess around with. And because I'm in a silly, goofy mood, I'll probably just not say I got the mod, too, so I'll just, like, play off the stream as a normal stream, like, oh, just a normal Minecraft stream and stuff, and just have him, like, just appear, like, he'll just appear in the background and stuff, or whatever the mod does, and, like, I think it would be great just not to tell anyone that I had gotten this mod and started it up, so, like, and I'll even play dumb, too. I'm really good at playing dumb. Oh, that's pretty. So, if he's not that well seen in the background, but, like, chat notices, like, they'd be like, oh my god, I just saw freaking Herobrine, and I was like, I'd just be like, what? Are you kidding? Are you, like, joking around to make me paranoid or something? I don't know, man. I think that would just be hella fun to mess with chat and stuff. So, one day I'll do that. I don't know when, but I do have plans to. And no one can stop me if I do, so. But, you know, there will probably be, yeah, that's probably my plan if I ever manage to get a hold of the mod, just because I'm quirky like that, and I think it'll be just hilarious to pull a prank like that, but, you know. Come hither, sheep. That's another creepy thing I could talk about. Smile Dog. Smile Dog's a creepypasta that creeps me out only because of the animal part, like the animal just having a humanoid feature type stuff. Otherwise, the Smile Dog creepypasta, once again, isn't, like, my favorite specifically in the way it's written and its actual story. The only thing creepy about it is the actual image itself. And I'm not talking about the one that's, like, really red and oversaturated and, like, just, like, really edited. Too edited, but I'm talking about, like, the OG one of just, like, the dog sitting there in that room, like the husky looking dog just sitting there with a smile and stuff. That one's the creepiest to me. I don't know why. I never liked it. I can pull it up. Hold on. Let me grab it. I don't like looking at it. I don't like looking at it. It's creepy. I have to update my little Zach down there in the corner too. I just remembered. Why won't it let me? I don't want to save it. Fine, I'll save it. Oh my god. The fact that... Okay, this is just lovely. I love this. The creepypasta will become real in about 5 minutes. I'm kidding. This image specifically, I don't like this one. It's like genuinely creepy to me. Like, not because of hand or whatever, it's just the dog. I don't like that dog at all. I don't like looking at that image. It's freaking unnerving. So we're gonna update that little Zach in the corner there while we're here, so hold on. You're gonna watch this go down. The new chapter of something I read is out. I'll have to read that soon. I can't risk spoilers. I can see my friend freaking out, so I'm mildly concerned. But yeah, hold on. Where's the image? Okay, here it is. Give me that. Okay, hold on. Where's me? Is that you? Okay, there you go. Probably so. Image. He is gone. Where is he gone? Here. He has been born anew. Updated. Let's see. So yeah, my friend is absolutely goddamn freaking out over this new chapter right now. I can't wait to read it. Sorry for being silent. I got distracted. Anyways, what's more creepy things we can talk about? I don't really know that much creepy things that much other than everything I'd mentioned, I guess. So, why does the sword die so quickly? What the hell? Bro, look at how fast it's breaking. I'm used to like the PlayStation 3 Minecraft and like everything works differently. Like the time, oh my god, my sword just broke. Like the sword breaks a lot faster. And the sunset, like everything goes a little bit faster, such as like the sunset, like the time, and just like the sword and stuff. For some reason, it just works differently. It's weird. Where's my house? Okay, it's down there. I don't know. What's another creepy... Oh, cave sounds. I'm specifically going on a creepy Minecraft run now. Cave sounds, dude? Absolutely horrifying. Like, who thought it was a good idea to have cave sounds exist? Because have you heard them? They're terrifying. They're just like the creepiest thing ever. Like, I heavily dislike cave sounds. I still don't know why my follow goal thing is, like, one person behind. Like, I think it's supposed to be 29 right now. Like, it has the total follower count, but, like, it should be, like... Oh, whoops, I broke it. What is happening here? fix it? Oh, I fixed it. Oh, there we go. Now it's updated. No more rain, woohoo. I want to go and steal more torches from the village. Not gonna lie. The village is somewhere over there, I don't know where. Let's go mining actually. What did I not? Okay, let's go mine. Where would be a good place to start? There a little bit. We got nice bees around. Gotta love bees. Eventually, I'm gonna make a little area for bees to hang out in. Come hither, Cole. I need you. But you know, cave sounds are just really creepy to me. We're gonna turn off the creepy music now. I don't really know what else there is to talk about that's creepy, so we're just gonna play some Minecraft and talk to myself. Kind of, so. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Very quiet now. Other than just the sounds. I turned off the music in Minecraft because I don't know if, like, I get copyrighted or something for it. I don't know. I probably won't, but can't risk it. My Undertale streams got muted, so can't risk it, I guess, so. You know. You want to know something unfortunate? Like, I've tried screenshotting before, but for some reason I don't have, like, a screenshot file on my computer. I don't know why, and it won't let me I can take screenshots, like, you can see this, like, I can go, boom, I can take a screenshot, but as soon as I go to, like, oh, I found where they're hidden! Oh my god. Oh no. Ignore me typing. So I found out where the screenshots were hiding from me. I was about to complain the fact that I couldn't find where the screenshots were. That was until I tried clicking that, but good news. I found where the screenshots are hiding, I guess. So now I have access to my screenshots again. Kind of. Hold on, let me check this out. Why is it open twice? Okay, wait, what is this even? See all photos. I don't care. What? The hell? I just heard the creepiest ass noise. What? Did I? Wait. Hold on. I'm mildly confused now. Wait, do I not have photos? Wait, what is happening here? Like, I take screenshots and I can open them like that. But, okay, I'm just gonna do that. Like, I'm just gonna screenshot them, save them as something, and then... I wanna make a folder. Is there a way I can make a folder? I'm gonna just put it in my camera roll. That's where they'll be saved. What? No, save. Save. Can you save in there? Save. Okay, whatever. I'm just saving it. Anyways, so I now have a saved screenshot for once now. Anyways, I heard like a really weird noise for a second there before that, but whatever. I was mining things. Why'd I run away? I don't know, man. I don't think you can mine this with... No, you need cobblestone. Let me get some cobblestone here. Oh my god, Stone Age! Woohoo! I'm gonna make some cobblestone tools. Checking something. Wait, no. Ow. Anyways, we're only one person away from our follow goal. Ooh. Circling where my follow goal is. But yeah, we're getting there. Back on track. Reaper, Minecraft Skim Reaper, blowing up blocks like not a creature that light shall leave you petrifying. Ah! What? I'm trying to think of more creepy things, but I can't really think of anything. Unfortunately. I guess like Gary's mod has some creepy things, I guess. Just the feeling of like being alone yet like still feeling like you're being watched. Oh no. Like that happens in games sometimes, especially games with like ambience of like cities and stuff. Like there's a specific map in Gary's mod that's like assumed haunted or something. And just creepy in general. So do that real quick. Oh my god. Now I'm gonna make a furnace. They're in love. Anyways. Anyways, so I just remembered while I'm here and playing Minecraft, I'll just have you know that soon I'm going to be starting an SMP kind of thing. The beginning of it won't have really anyone else, I guess. It'll just kind of be me, but you'll see what the whole lore is soon. You'll one day see what it's gonna be about. It's gonna be interesting. I think you guys will greatly enjoy it, kind of, because I have plenty of ideas for it, lore and stuff. And I'm basing the way that like the lore happens a little bit off of Wilbursoot's like style of doing it, and it's kind of like half improv. Like it's like early writing days. Like it's half improvised and stuff, you know? Like I have like all the main lore ideas. I have a bunch of lore points, but I'm going to keep some things hidden, especially involving my lore and like future lore and stuff to really get like genuine reactions out of people and stuff. And I am definitely giving lots of room for other people to do their own things with their characters and stuff, and just a whole thing. It's going to be great. Currently, we only have like 3 other people involved, which is Freddy, Freddy, Hash, and Mars. They are yeah, they're a part of it, but otherwise, yeah, it's gonna start somewhat soon. I don't really have a specific date yet, but I'm still giving the people that are gonna be involved a little bit more time, and then when I start it, they're still gonna have plenty of time because like I'm gonna have to like do some things first in the survival world that's gonna be taking place in, but you know, it'll all be starting soon, and I'm keeping the name of it to myself for now until I actually start it. So yeah, those are some things that'll be planned out. Anyways, I'm gonna end stream for now. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for watching.